Welcome everybody to another exhilarating, action-packed, altercational episode of Lockdown 23 and 1. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this one's action-packed for sure. It's been a while since we done a montage of clips of people not getting along in public. Confrontations, altercations, whatever you like to call it. Like I say all the time, in the courts you get sentenced, you go to prison. But the crime begins out in the streets. That's where it's most important. I wish I could give you a statistic, but if I were to guess, I'd say at least 30 to 40% of the inmates be free right now if they learn to just walk away from the situation. So let's jump right into it, ladies and gentlemen, and learn from a few other people's mistakes. If you're new to the channel and enjoy all things lockup and crime related, then this is where you want to be. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out my playlist with many more videos for you to start watching today. Alright, so for the first clip, this is borderline criminal if you're to ask me. It's titled How My Ex-Wife Shows Up to My House. And bro, I can honestly tell why she's so mad. I mean, look at this gorgeous foyer. The corridor is beyond magnificent. This is like a Spanish villa. She's pissed off. She messed up. She wants you back, for real, for real. Not the groceries. Oh, God. Looks right at the camera, too. She loves... Alex, come on out. She loves that door decoration, man. She just acting like she don't. That's a beautiful door. Probably, she literally says that probably every time she comes to get the kids. I miss this door. Damn, checking his mail? If they've been divorced for like 5 years, that's total disrespect. If it's kind of fresh of a divorce, then, you know, it's acceptable. It might be her mail, you know? Oh, man, you need to chill out with the kicking of that Roman centurion birch, ma'am. It's expensive. Takes him a long time to get down from the 6th flight building he's living in. I cut it about 10 seconds short because the kids come out, but there wasn't really much else to see. Either way, I mean, what would you do if your ex-wife kept strolling over like that? Or flip the tables. What if your ex-husband came around like that? God, he looked like a pure dirtbag, wouldn't he? They'd hog tie him, send him straight to D-Block, kicking that damn Amazon bag. But the best thing to do in this situation is just let her kick stuff around. You know the camera's there. That's going to be your evidence if anything escalates beyond measure. And with a girl like that, probably have a few cameras inside the house as well. Gotta check every end with this jank. But I can't get over this beautiful foyer. I feel sorry for her, you know. Hopefully she can try to get that back. Alright, next up, looks like we've entered the convenience store once again. Y'all know it can get rather juicy over here by the Minute Maid. Oh my.
Fuck you! You're a stupid bitch! You give a fuck less about your customers! And what's your name, Tina?
Oh,
You know, I was gonna come for my dead brother because it had a rainbow on it. And it's not my fucking fault that it rang up a penny. You caused all this, Tina. You could have made fucking money for your store. You know, your ass should be fucking whooped that dragon motherfucking ass the whole fucking way down here. I wanted to come for my brother. He fucking died, my only brother. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. You're a stupid fucking bitch. Fucking hell. Thank you. Have fun.
Well, what do we have here? From what I gather, she was 1 penny short. Tina said, I ain't got a penny to help you, ma'am. I don't know what exactly happened, and I'm not blaming Tina. First and foremost, you should never act like this in a store. Regardless of what the person said, or if you're short and she didn't cover the penny. It doesn't matter, man. You can't be acting out of line like this. Because chances are, you know, the people want you to. So they can call the cops and get that satisfaction of watching you get cuffed up. And honestly, just by pushing that stuff off the counter and throwing whatever she threw, it's assault. And I mean, look up above her. Cameras everywhere, looking at her every angle. People don't understand how easy it is, believe it or not, to get charged with assault. I mean, all you have to do is kind of be threatening in a certain kind of way. And, you know, once again, Himtown, here you go. You know, so keep your composure, because the only one that's going to be losing is the one that goes to jail. Next up, we definitely got something, if you were to ask me, on the criminal level. Looks like homeboy here in the blue wanted to take his old lady out to a nice restaurant. But don't you hate it when those waiters come out, they're like 6'7", looking like Johnny Rico, asking your lady what kind of salad she wants while flirting with her at the same time. Disrespecting you right in front of your face. Spitting those sweet nothings about croutons to your old lady. Man, he can't be talking to her like that.
You don't work her? Flirt with her in front of me? Like I'm not fucking sitting here. And now you gonna look at me like that's on the stage. Tell him to fucking step outside. The fact that I'm sitting here and he's fucking looking at her breast and leaning toward her, I'm not fucking supposed to say nothing? Fuck that, I'm feeling disrespectful because he's doing this in front of me.
Where is he at? I gotta see this guy. I bet he's 6'7", 6'5", somewhere around there. What if he was trained to go and ran outside, waited for him?
Apologize. That motherfucker apologize. Sir, what? I'm the one that's wrong? Fuck y'all.
I hate to say this, bro, because I understand how you're feeling. I probably would have done the same thing, honestly, even though that's not what I'm going to say to do. But me and you both would have been in the wrong. This is what you got to do. Whisper to someone, say, hey, can I speak to your manager? Once a manager rolls through, then you can say something to him. But chances are, look, nothing's going to happen. He's going to ask guy what he's talking about. Dude's going to be like, I don't know, I was just being friendly. I wasn't flirting with nothing. And then the day goes on. So by doing this, even though it caused a scene and he got kicked out the restaurant, which he probably wasn't going to finish his meal there anyway, but at least the waiter got called out loud in public. Maybe he'll simmer down that old Johnny Rico a bit, right? But fellas, ladies, has anybody ever encountered this type of situation? I remember I was out at the casino and the dealer, after I won or something, she kept calling me baby. I looked up at her real fast and looked at Brittany. Make sure everything was still cool. Alright, next up, I'm not gonna lie, this is looking like a dicey situation. Not only do we got the 3-stripe Hellcat T-top with the Dickies and moccasins to match, but we also got a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu T-top, man. This is lethal. Honestly, I'd run from these guys. Who knows what they're capable of? They obviously got a chainsaw. Look at the tree.
1 minute, you won't see me again, man. What, you seriously can't knuckle up for 1 minute sparring session? 1 minute.
I'm just trying to move, dude.
1 minute. Hey,
I'm just trying to move my and get the hell out of here.
You're a liar, but I'm not. I swear on my little girl, you won't see me again out here. 1 minute. 1 minute sparring session, man. Just be a man. 1 minute sparring session.
All right, you guys have a good day.
You ain't gonna do it, bro. You're soft, dude. You're soft as.
You ain't gonna do shit, bro. You're soft. Nah, but for real, the cameraman's being a bigger guy here, saying, you know what, I'm just gonna walk away. But if you're to ask me, he's not walking away fast enough. That 3-stripe Hellcat T chased him down real quick. Grandpa looked like he ready to draw on something. Look, man, you gotta be careful with these country guys. I'm not even playing, man. When I'm in the Charger in the back roads and I need to pop a Yui, I'm suspect about some of those driveways. If that thing's got a bunch of chickens and roosters and a couple tow trucks in the front yard, I ain't pulling in that driveway.
I'm notifying
soft,
police.
bro.
People camp out here because I'm liable.
I can have anybody I want out here to tent in a
I
tent.
understand you.
And it's in. There's nothing in the lease.
Let's see how that works out when I'm out here.
In the lease that says I can't have somebody put in a tent and hang out.
Let's see how that works out. Let's see how that works out when I'm out here. Let's see if you got guys out here camping when I'm out here. You. What?
Look, I'm not.
What?
I'm not stop.
What?
Please step
Stop
away.
what?
Tommy.
I didn't touching you.
I don't.
Step away from what?
You're in my
What?
face.
I'm in your
right
what?
now. I
I'm
feel
in your
very
what?
threatened.
I'm walking. I'm having a nice leisurely stroll. You coward. What the you talking about?
Okay.
Huh?
All right,
Okay.
guys
What?
have a good day.
Okay. What? You have a good day. You. Make sure you lock the door.
Please leave me alone.
Call the cops. Lock the door.
Hey, he's a little narcissistic sociopath. Leave him alone.
Now I know a lot of y'all might be needing a little more information on this video, so let's go ahead and hear from the cameraman himself to break down exactly what happened. But always keep in mind, there's two sides to every story. This is just one of them.
In late 2021, I rented a home in LaSalle County, Illinois from a landlord who told me that I could live on that property for several years. About 8 months into my lease, I was told that he would be selling the house and that there would be new ownership very soon. The new people that bought the house, that you just saw in that video, came in and immediately wanted me to leave. They said they wanted to open up an Airbnb on the property. I still had 2 months left on my lease, and I had a lot of stuff there, as I was told I could stay there for a long time. They told me that they would not extend my lease and that I would have to leave, so I began packing my belongings. They wanted me out more quickly than I was able. So every day for the next 3 weeks to, say, month and a half, they were there almost every single day, harassing me, bullying me, calling me names, as you witnessed in that video.
Alright, I hate to stop him in his tracks, but that's the first issue that's probably up for debate. I understand that you probably didn't have nowhere to go, and you know tenants have rights. I don't know what state he's in, every state's different. But he said immediately after finding out they wanted him out, he started packing his things. Somehow, it ended up taking about a month and a half. That's quite a bit of time, and you know, for some people, they ain't got the patience to be waiting around, man. They're gonna try to get you up out of there sooner than later. And judging by those guys that we just seen, you know, not everybody's the same. Some are willing to take things to a whole nother level.
The sheriff's office was contacted approximately 35 times. That video that you watched was given to the LaSalle County Sheriff and the state's attorney, and they refused to press charges. About 2 days before I was actually leaving the property, I had my car packed, my trailer packed. I went to a friend's house, and I came home at approximately midnight that night to find my home broken into. Every light in the house was on. My property was being dragged out into the yard and burned in a fire. My mattress and my clothes were dragged to the street and urinated on, and my computers were smashed all over the driveway. When I pulled in the driveway, I put my car in park. I picked up my phone and I started to call 911. At that very moment, my driver's side door swung open and it was Thomas Reynolds. He then began attacking me, hitting me with his fists in the face. I had nowhere to go. In front of me was the garage. To the right of me was my car full of stuff. So all I could do was throw the car in reverse and floor it. I punched the gas, and Thomas Reynolds hit the door and rolled off the car. I was able to get about 25, 30 feet away from where he had been hitting me, and I stopped the car abruptly, and everything in the car crashed to all over the floor. In the process of punching me, he broke my glasses. It was pitch black, as this was a home that was in the country, and the windows were fogged up from the scuffle. I could not see anything, but I could see his silhouette beginning to pursue me again. I was dazed and confused. I had just been struck in the face several times. My glasses were broken. It was foggy. It was dark. I didn't know what to do, so I put the car in drive and I floored it to go back out to the main road to escape his secondary attack. I made it about halfway through the driveway, the circle drive that exited the property, and I heard 3 shots fired. One of those shots went through my driver's side door, which then went through my leg, through my driver's side seat into the ground. Another one of those shots entered my driver's side window, missed my head by about 2.5 inches, and exited through my windshield, and entered and exited an unoccupied building nearby.
Hate to stop him again, but we gotta break things down as we get there. One of the major issues in these type of situations is probably both people think they're in the right. This guy got attacked with fists and he decided to dip off in his car. Somehow ends up hitting the guy with his car. Windows are foggy, he can't see much but a silhouette, and decides to floor it again. He's trying to get the hell out of there. His life is at risk. That's what he's saying. It doesn't matter who's in front of him or nothing. Now on the flip side, the other guy's probably saying to himself, this is my property. I gave him plenty of time to get the hell up out of here. It's time to take things to a whole nother level. And then it's going to step up to a whole nother level once a guy hits him with with the car. Then rolls out the gunshots. Everybody thinks they're trying to protect themselves now. And that's how it's going to go down in the courtroom, man. Everybody has a different story. But as soon as he's done breaking things down, I'll let you know exactly what I think should have happened.
The third shot hit my driver's side door and ricocheted off into the night. I was able to flee to safety by finding a neighbor's house approximately a mile away, by driving myself through the night, through the S-curves, and escaping another attack. When the police arrived, the Illinois State Police arrived, they showed up at the neighbor's house with rifles pointed at my head. Thomas Reynolds had called as soon as I was able to get away from the property, called 911 and told them that I had run him over with my car. They walked me out through the yard with my hands in the air and a bullet through my leg and handcuffed me. After about 5 minutes of being handcuffed and telling them that I was actually the victim of the shooting, they finally unhandcuffed me and told me that Thomas Reynolds was being arrested. He was ultimately charged with aggravated discharge of a firearm, which is knowingly firing a weapon in the direction of a vehicle that you know to be occupied. 3 weeks later, he was indicted by a grand jury for aggravated battery with a firearm for actually striking me in the leg and causing great bodily injury. Over the course of the next 2 years, I would be homeless, I would have no money, all of my property was lost or destroyed or stolen. I lost a storage locker because I couldn't pay for it. My car was impounded as a crime scene because it was riddled with bullet holes, and I was walking with a cane. The LaSalle County State's Attorney's Office refused to communicate with me. They refused to give me any answers. I was not able to join the proceedings via Zoom. And ultimately, after 2 years, they had a secret hearing in which Thomas Reynolds pled guilty to aggravated discharge of a firearm, and the aggravated battery with a firearm charge was dismissed. Thomas Reynolds paid a $10,000 bail for a Class X felony and a Class 1 felony. That money was not given to me in restitution. That money was kept by the state, and I have been homeless ever since. Currently today, Thomas Reynolds walks the streets as a free man. He did not spend a single night in jail, and I have had to look over my shoulder ever since.
Man, oh man, what a situation, huh? Now, like I said, what would your host have done? Me personally, I would have weighed out this situation. You know, if the owner was like Grammy, you know, and she, you know, she's just nicely asking you to get up off the property, take your time, honey, you know, but she's asking all the time, when are you gonna leave type of situation, yeah, you could probably draw that out a good month and a half. But if you got guys like Jiu-Jitsu and Hellcat Stripe knocking on your door every single day telling you to get the up off their property, or else there's going to be an issue, look, you better start respecting it. There's no fucking around with these type of individuals, man. You just got to get the hell out of there or prepare for war, one or the other, man. So I definitely would have packed my stuff and gotten the hell out of there before a month and a half. But to the guy renting the joint's defense, you know, none of that stuff should have happened to him, man. No one should have broken into his house, you know, broken all his stuff and did all that he said. And for sure, nobody has any right to open up your door and start attacking you. So if you're to ask me, you know, on both sides, there's probably some things done wrong. But more importantly than anything, me and probably 90% of people, if you were in Virginia and you start shooting rounds and hit someone in the leg, man, you have better been 100% at fear for your life and have every last bit of evidence to prove it. Or else you're getting hit with a 20-piece easy. You won't be out till you got grandkids. Not even playing. So that dude, if he didn't do no jail time for this, man, he was very lucky. But either way, dude has a felony on his record. I don't know if he's a hunter or not, but he ain't gonna be doing any of that anytime soon. To some people, that could hurt him more than doing jail time, not being able to own a gun again. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this one. Who's in the wrong more than the next? But that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed today's lineup of clips. I know I did. It's been a while, and I got many more to bring your way. It's been like 6 or 7 months since I've done one of these type of videos, but as I'm cruising the web through multiple platforms, I'm thinking about the future. Screenshotting videos I want to react to along the way. So I got a couple wild ones coming your way the next few days. I think tomorrow we're going to be speaking on a few gym bully clips. That's right, those are the worst ones when someone tries picking on you in the gym. There's mirrors everywhere. People can see it from every angle, right? You got to do something, man. Well, stay tuned tomorrow and I'll let you know what that could be. And like I said in the intro, if you're new and enjoyed, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, until the next time, y'all be easy be safe, and more importantly than anything, keep your composure, try to walk away, and stay free.